In this video, I'm going to show you how you can strengthen every single finger on your left hand on the piano. And if you watch until the end of the video, I'm going to give you a bonus video on how you can improve your left hand speed on the piano. So the first thing that I want to go over is you really have to have proper positioning before we can get into building finger strength. So I want to go over that first, and this can be applied for both the left and the right hand. If you are a complete beginner, welcome. And here's the thing, if you've never taken piano before, it's good to know the names of the white keys at least for this video. So C, because the keys are named by the letters of the alphabet, C is the white key to the left of the two black keys, and it just goes D, E, F, G, A, like the alphabet. So after G, the alphabet resets to A, and then there's B, and then there's C. So it basically repeats itself. So the whole piano is just the same 7 white keys and the same 5 black keys that repeat themselves over. So as you go to the right, the tone gets higher. As you go to the left, the tone gets lower. And that's as pretty much as straightforward as the piano gets. Now, if you've tried piano before, or if you're getting into piano, you may first notice, especially if you're right-handed, that the left hand is going to kind of struggle to keep up with the right hand and to keep up with whatever it is that you're playing. So I put these videos together to help you strengthen your left hand. That way it doesn't become as much of a barrier. So the first thing is, when it comes to technique, right? When you are playing with the left hand, and this applies if you are a beginner or even a more experienced player, you want to keep in mind that proper technique helps you when it comes to being able to play for longer periods of time, being able to give yourself more flexibility and dexterity. So when you're playing the piano, generally you want to keep only your fingertips. So this is just the piano, right? I'm kind of just turning it sideways. So you notice that my left hand fingertips are the only things touching the piano, right? Because what I see sometimes is I'll see, whether again, if they're beginners or advanced, I'll see musicians flatten their fingers like this, or they'll have their fingers bent this way, where the finger is kind of bent like that, as opposed to it being, nice and curved. If you notice that when you are relaxing your hands, they tend to relax in a curved kind of position. So if you just relax all your muscles, you kind of do this little curve thing. So if you capture that feeling, that's kind of how your fingers should feel when you're playing the piano, right? So if you just kind of turn the left hand or right hand and just bring that to the piano, then naturally the only part of your hand touching the piano is going to be your fingertips, right? So that's the first thing. And also you want to make sure that your fingers are relaxed. As a matter of fact, not just your fingers, but your entire arm should be relaxed from your shoulders all the way down to your fingertips, because this is one of the things that, or one of the reasons why you may find yourself playing for maybe all of 5 minutes or 10 minutes and you're like, why is my hand sore? Why is my arm sore? That's because you're using too much muscle. So when you're practicing, whatever that you're practicing, just make sure that your fingers are nice and fluid, and also that your wrist is very loose, and also that your elbow is very loose, and that your shoulder is very loose. It can be a lot to think about when you're practicing, but I guarantee you, if you just keep that in the forefront of your mind, it's going to help you in the long run. So again, as you're playing, and if you notice, my pinky is on C, my ring finger is on D, my third finger is on E, my index finger is on F, and my thumb is on G. So in piano, the thumb is number 1, the index is 2, middle finger is 3, ring finger is 4, and pinky is finger number 5. So this is the position that we will be playing in. So if the left hand pinky is on C, then the left hand is in what's called C position. So this is the position that we will be playing as I'm showing you the exercise that you will use to strengthen your left hand. Before I get into that, I do want to bring it to your attention that I do have a free piano in 3 steps video. If you are a complete beginner and want to get the first 3 things you need to know in order to learn piano, That video is in the link in the description box, so you check that out. Again, the video to watch the 3 steps that I go over is free, so go ahead and sign up for that once you're done watching this video, or even while you're watching this video. So again, the exercise we're going to do is we're going to focus on building finger strength and finger independence. This is going to feel strange when you first do it, but as you do it every single day, if you spend maybe 2 to 3 minutes a day doing this, over time you'll start to find out that this will get a little bit easier. I even do this for myself. So what we're going to do is, while we're keeping our fingers curved, is we're going to play each note 4 times, and then we're going to go to the next note. And what I want you to do is, as you're playing one note, you want to keep the other fingers where the keys are. Because sometimes as people play, their fingers kind of tend to do this. Like if I'm playing, let's say G with the thumb, and then my other fingers start flying, what you don't want is that. So let's start with the pinky, because the pinky and the ring finger tend to be the weakest of the other fingers, and you might notice that. So what we'll do is we'll play C 4 times with our pinky, and if you notice, I'm only lifting my pinky, I'm not lifting the other finger, so just watch out for that. And I'm just going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just go very slowly, because again, your other fingers are going to be compelled to do their own thing. So the idea is to not allow them to do that. So again, we're going to start with pinky on C. We're going to go like this 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Then we're going to go to the next key and do the exact same thing. So we're going to use our ring finger. The ring finger might be a little bit tricky at first, but again, you want to fight the urge to do all this extra stuff. So here, again, if you have to go slow, go a little bit slower. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Even if you have to play it more than 4 times, that's totally up to you. Now we're going to go to D with our middle finger, our third finger. We're going to do the exact same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you get to the index finger, it might get a little bit easier. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go to thumb on G. We're going to play G 4 times. And then we're going to go back down and do the reverse. So now we're going to go back to index finger on F. Then our third finger is going to go to E, and we're going to play it 4 times. Then we're going to do our ring finger, play D 4 times. And we're going to do C with our pinky and do that 4 times. And you can just go up and back as many times as you want. So just... and so on and so forth. So if you do this, and obviously you just go back down. So if you do this for the left hand again, if you run through this up and back maybe 2 or 3 times, you know, again, at the beginning it's going to sound a little bit, or it's going to feel a little bit strange, but after, if you do this every single day for maybe a few weeks, you're going to see a drastic difference just in the technique. And if you want to, you can do the exact same thing for the right hand. Except the right hand will start with its thumb, and then the 2 finger will be on D, third finger will be on E, fourth finger will be on F, and fifth finger will be on G. So that would be the C position for the right hand. And if you want, you can even do both hands at the same time. It's totally up to you how simple or how complicated you want this to be, or how challenging you want this to be. So I did promise I was going to have a video. It should show up towards the left or the right of this video, where I go over how to 10 times your speed for the left hand. And what I want you to do, if you like this video, please comment, like, share, subscribe, turn on the notifications. I usually put up 2 videos a week, generally around Monday and Thursday, so just be on the lookout for those. And if you want to check out my other videos on how to build practice skills for other aspects of playing, that link will be in the playlist at the end of this video. So thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video.